So we're headed to an investment property that I'm working on for an out-of-town investor. And it's really cool how I met this investor. This is actually a referral from a referral. And these people reached out to me. They're over on the East Coast, North Carolina. And they reached out to me that they wanted an investment property. They wanted to invest in property out here in El Paso. Reason why is obviously, prices and the market is super inexpensive here in El Paso compared to anywhere else in the U.S., especially when you're looking at the East Coast. And I know because I lived in Miami. It's super expensive out there. Average house is about $450,000. So that gives you an idea. So they reached out to me wanting to buy an investment property, and they were talking to me about buying a house. And I was like, okay, well, cool. What exactly are you guys looking for when it comes down to buying a house and getting an investment property? They told me they're looking for cash flow. So cash flow, is different from just buying a house and flipping it. Cash flow is having cash coming in every single month, okay, from making one transaction. So in order for him to have cash flow, he could, one, rent out the house that he's gonna buy. So he could buy a house, rent it out to one tenant, and maybe make a couple $100 off that one tenant, which is good cash flow, right? But if he's looking for cash flow and he's looking for an investment property, I kind of gave him my 2 cents. I asked him, would you mind if I gave you my suggestion on getting an investment property? And what I've learned from investors here in El Paso, multimillionaires, developers, and the advice that they've given me, it's all about doors. So if you're thinking about investing, okay, in real estate, it's all about doors. It's not about buying a house. A house is probably one of the dumbest investments that you can make if you're looking for cash flow, okay? Now, it's not one of the dumbest investments you can make if you're looking to live in your house. That's totally different. If you're an investor looking for cash flow, it's a dumb idea to buy a house. Reason why is that's only one door, right? So if I buy one house for $150,000, I have a mortgage note, $1,200, and I'm charging rent $1,350. I'm making $150 a month, right? Because I have this one tenant. Well, what happens if this one tenant cancels his agreement and there's nobody paying me rent for that month? $1,200 is coming out of my pocket. So that's a risky investment. I could be paying half of the year out of my pocket and the other half rent. So suggested them getting a triplex or quadplex. Reason why? It's 4 doors. Okay, if you get a quadplex, that's 4 doors. That means 4 opportunities for you to make rent. Okay, so if I buy a $200,000 quadplex and my mortgage payment is $1,600, but all 4 rents I'm charging $700, what is that, $2,800? I'm paying $1,600 in mortgage, making $2,800 minus, all the taxes and everything like that. You're still coming out with $700 a month, compared to $150 a month. So that's where my suggestion kind of changed their mentality. Well, fast forward, I helped them purchase their first investment property here in El Paso in January. They bought their first quadplex over here in a really good area, very popular area here in East El Paso. And my clients contacted me again. They're ready to buy their second property here in El Paso in the same year. Mm-hmm. So if you guys are interested in learning more about ROI and what makes a good investment deal a good deal, click the link here and learn from John as he breaks down what an investment property is and all the terms that you need to know to make sure that you're getting a good deal. Let us know what you think.